Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to Eternal Darkness. Last time, we cracked open the tome of Eternal Darkness for the first time and read a story about Pious Augustus, a Roman centurion from 26 BC. And it did not go well for him. He apparently messed with forces he shouldn't have. He grabbed a hold of a red relic and obtained the power of Chattur'gha. I'm gonna choose green for this LP. So, Warped Angel from Dark Green Emerald? Let's claim it.
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the power of Xel'lotath, I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Sorry, don't know what I was saying there. He grabbed a hold of a green relic and obtained the power of Xel'lotath, and apparently doing that cursed him to become some sort of lich or skeleton or something. Anyway, this time we've found another page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. And I think, well, first I'm going to point out, whenever you're on your menu, no real noise, but if you're resting your cursor over a page, you can hear the whispers constantly. Yeah, just another thing that's kind of creepy and I like about the game. So, let's go ahead and use this chapter page to read our next story.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So perhaps here is the best place to start. I am reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons. I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
Thy time is done, great ancient. Forever in shadow will you be master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy fate. My master has planned many millennia for this day. It is the true chaos of all things that you now must be entombed amongst the beings of flesh and bone.
You have a great monument here, Mantarok. It is a pity that no one will ever recognize it as yours. May the darkness claim thee, crawling chaos and damned beast. No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept imprisoned. Thou hast seen the last of this world.
Even these mythical fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here. I only wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
Now be careful what you wish for, honey. Suddenly, she's sealed in wherever she is here. Yeah, we've jumped forward in time. We're in Cambodia over 1,000 years later, and oh, hello. These symbols appeared again. A triangular design is carved into the floor. The etched grooves are filled with colored sand. These symbols appear to be related to each other, with one having precedence over another. Might be worth knowing. But hey, ooh, look, we got a cool looking statue here with a shiny. A statue of a goddess, delicately sculpted from sandstone. It casts an alert eye over everyone who enters the temple. There's a strange necklace about its neck. Should Ellia take the necklace from the statue? Sure, why not? Get a strange necklace. But in doing so, we triggered something that closed off a doorway. So this necklace is special. It can be used to heal Ellia. Make sure Ellia does not move when the spell is being cast. Let's take a look at that. So you see it's glowing with some colors. It's got a 10 on there. A strange necklace fashioned from a dark ancient stone and engraved with weird designs. Can be used to cast a healing spell when Ellia is standing still. So the 10 is how many charges it has. Use it, and it will cast a spell to restore her health. You'll notice her health bar is actually lower than Pious's was. She can't take as many hits. Be very sure you stand still, because if you start using it and then move before the spell is finished casting, it wastes the charge. So we'll hold on to that. It could be useful. However... No! Let me in! It won't do anything. The door is now closed, preventing Ellia's passage to the other side. Well, I guess let's wander around and see if we can find another doorway. Here we go. Oh, look! More skeletons. And they're thankfully not moving. So let's look at this. Interesting. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring the sun sinking below the edge of the world. So, sunset. And here we've got candles. Design on the wall appears to depict the time of day. Perhaps the candles do too? Kinda does. Looks almost like the candle is lined up with where the sun is. Well, let's walk through here and... oh! Step on a pressure plate. And suddenly, giant blades. These will hurt you, so be careful. And the more of these pressure plates you step on, the more traps will trigger. Let's see. Let's go left. Is there anything? Nope, nothing here. Anything to the right? Nothing. These skeletons just hanging here on the ground make me nervous. Alright. You know what? No. Step on this one? Yeah. Let's make it a little more challenging. There we go. We made it through safely. Oh. And sealed off behind us again. And we have some new enemies. Similar to the previous ones. When located by creatures, a sanity loss occurs, causing a decrease in the level of the sanity meter and the character to pulse green. Beware, sanity loss affects perception and eventually health. This is the main interesting gimmick of the game, the sanity meter. This meter represents a character's sanity. Every time he or she meets a monster, his or her sanity will get lower. Lower the sanity meter gets, the more character will hallucinate. So you'll notice a chunk went down just because it saw us. Well, let's see if we can fight it. She's a little weaker, but we can still chop off. Oh, there we go. Performing a finishing move on a creature recovers sanity. So we did enough damage to knock it down. Let's go ahead and finish him. And you'll see that sanity loss we got has been restored. So if you want to keep your sanity as high as possible, make sure you finish off enemies. Don't make eye contact with them and run away, because that's a permanent loss of sanity. Ooh, another necklace. A bronze necklace sits atop an ancient clay urn. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? A well-crafted bronze necklace, resplendent with glowing gems. Very similar to the strange one. And we got another mural on the floor here. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring a brightly burning sun. So, midday. And here we've got the sun in the middle. So, design on the wall appears to depict the time of day. Perhaps the candles do too? Press Y, A, or X to light or extinguish the candles. So, can light them all up. Making them all bright doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe, let's make it so only the center one's lit up. And it started lowering a door. Apparently a couple doors. So can we get through here? Doors open slightly, but not enough for Ellia to go over it. Well, since this path opened up back the way we came from, let's head through here. Thankfully the traps have reset. I'm gonna avoid stepping on it this time. Be careful if you run through here, because you will trigger traps. And we made it! Uh-oh. Got a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm not going to finish off every enemy. I'm gonna let a little bit of sanity gauge fill up. If you leave the enemies just writhing there, they will eventually die, but if you don't deliver the finishing blow, then you don't get your sanity back. So, see, he's gone, but we lost our chance at that. Now, because we have that bronze necklace, why don't we put it on the statue? You probably guessed that's what the use of the necklace is going to be, but it opened up a way for us to go around to the right. Once again, we've got another room here with a different engraving. A striking design featuring the sun rising above the edge of the world. So, sunrise. And this one's already lit up correctly. So, let's go through here. Yeah, let's trigger this so you can see below darts. And it goes sequential, so you just kind of keep moving, and you'll usually be okay as long as you don't rush too fast. Had you come in here before you got the necklace, you could have walked through here, and it would have done the cutscene where she automatically triggered this trap. Oh. Dark red skeleton this time, and he took a huge chunk of our sanity. Now you'll actually notice, as her sanity meter goes down, the room is tilting. And this guy has a lot of health. I took both his arms off, took 2 hits to take his head off, and had to keep stabbing his chest until he finally dropped. You know what, this one, we'll finish you off to get a little bit of stamina, or not stamina, sanity back. And we've come to another one of those doors that's blocked. See, does it say the same thing? Yes. No, don't keep interacting. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring a starry sky filling the heavens. So we've had midday, sunrise, sunset, and now we have nighttime. So, let's extinguish the candles, and with all the lights out, it should open this door completely. And it opens the other one. So it doesn't matter what order you do these in, either one works. So, let's see, which way? Alright, we want to go to the right. I think, or wait, am I going backwards? No, I'm going the correct way. Let's be careful. Are these guys going to come to life? I keep feeling like these guys are going to jump up and attack me. Ooh, hello. A small pedestal. Ooh. blood creeping down the walls. That is actually a sanity effect. It's not actually there, but because our sanity isn't at max, we start seeing things. So a small pedestal covered with decorative etchings stands before the wall. The blowgun upon it must have some special significance for it to be the focal point of this display. Yeah, let's take the blowgun. And we fall down. And her sword broke. It's a good thing we got the blowgun.
Passage in the temple.
And we've got a guy being attacked by monsters. Run to his aid. Shoot the blowgun at them. You can see they've been affected by the blowgun because they have, he's turned green. So there he's getting poisoned. I could finish him off. Nah. I'll let him just die. There we go. So, let's look at our equipment here. Blowgun, you'll see, has 98. It starts with 100 darts. You have limited ammo, but trust me, you have more than enough to get through this chapter. An ancient weapon, the blowgun propels a poison dart at an enemy, causing death within several seconds. So it will kill them, but not immediately. So be careful not to let them hurt you while they're still running around. Anyway, now that we've saved him, the guard is grateful for Ellia saving his life. In return, he offers his services. If Ellia brings him a weapon that has been broken, he'll repair it as a gesture of thanks. Well, we don't have anything broken. Our sword broke, but we didn't pick it up. Fragments of a shattered short sword lie upon the floor. Yeah, you can actually pick it back up, and you'll see its blade shattered in many pieces. It is completely useless. Let's see, do I just talk to him or use it? I forget. Yeah, do you want to repair Ellia's short sword? Sure. The item has been repaired. So, if you save him, you can repair the short sword. If you don't, if you let him die, you can't get the short sword back. Kinda neat. Now, let's avoid these traps. The nice thing is the pressure plates are pretty obvious. Ooh. And unfortunately, some of them can't be avoided, like this one is across the whole room. Run through. And we found a new room. Oh, a whole bunch of them. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Interesting, these poison darts are killing them instantly. Alright. I could use the short sword here, but it's kind of fun. She's mumbling to herself because she's losing her sanity here. Okay. There we go. You know what? Let's finish him off. Unfortunately, finishing off with the blowgun does take a dart. Weird looking stuff here. This mural depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people by denouncing one of their fertility gods. I wonder who that skeletal figure is. Yeah, it's definitely Pious Augustus. So, we found something here, though. A hole in the device, as though something can be inserted. Perhaps a key or a lever? Well, we don't have anything, and we're not going to use our blowgun. Let's look at the map. By the way, to let you know, up on this upper level, there was nothing else to find in that hallway. Doesn't matter which direction you came from, your goal was to find the blowgun and fall down into here. So, let's exit here. Ooh, why did she just shoot the blowgun? That was weird. You can do it. Run through. That the slanting is just eerie with how much it's tilting. Getting harder and harder to avoid these traps, but we've made it through. I know I'm about to jinx myself by saying this, but I haven't actually hit one of the traps yet. And these guys are fighting each other. You can actually let them kill each other. The red one is definitely a lot stronger. Let's poison him. Oh, he saw us. You know what? I'll finish one of these guys. I don't want my sanity to be completely empty because... because if it's completely empty, the next time an enemy sees you, instead of taking sanity, it will drain your health. Actually, I might let it. Ooh, blood dripped right down onto her. Yeah, blood falling from the ceiling, that is definitely a sanity effect there. There could be some really interesting ones. Come on. Come on, buddy. There he goes. Let's take a look at our map. We're looping around. Let's go back up this way. The shaky camera, the weird angle. I love it. Also, we found that room that we saw in the cutscene.
Stop. Don't go near it.
So, you are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Mantarok. How the mighty have fallen. You will surely fester for millennia to come. A slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
You are one of the chosen many. Flesh and blood. It is now your destiny to fight the eternal darkness. I give you a gift in return for an obligation. The gift is your life, sweet dancer. The obligation is this. You hold one of Mantarok's hearts. The essence of the corpse god. To some it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it. Guard it well.
That was more than a little creepy. We don't actually get an item for that, but you'll notice our sanity and health have been fully restored. And hey, look at this. A metal staff is held by the arms of the statue. Let's take it. Why not? Large piece of metal. Looks to be a lever of some kind. Maybe we can use it in that slot we saw earlier. This is just creepy. This giant eldritch horror entombed here. Door of formidable size seals the vault. A stylized design resembling the creature that dwells within the room is carved into the stone. So, can't progress any further this way. Let's run along. All the eyes and gaping maws, it's unsettling, to say the least. Alright, stamina's run out. Let's walk for a bit, let it generate some. Yeah, the characters will actually pant and wheeze when you've used too much of the stamina, which gives you kind of an indication when it's built back up again when they stop. Oh great, a lot of you guys. I'm just running past y'all. Not even dealing with y'all right now. I got stamina to spare. And you know what? I got health to spare too. Let's just run right through. A cool thing, yes, the traps can hurt the skeletons too. Come on. Oh, really? Oh, I got hit. Okay. Ah, that's fine. I was hoping to get one of them chopped up by the sword, but at least we saw one get crushed by the crusher. Alright, I got a bunch of you guys. Let's switch to the short sword. You'll notice these guys are much weaker. They died to one hit from the poison blowgun. They died to one hit from the sword to the head. I'll leave our sanity pretty low. So we've got the metal staff. Let's use it here. We can use it like a lever. And that opens the door we saw. So all that said, let's run back through and... Ooh. Why are we going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. Ooh, ow. Alright. Through this one. Leave me alone, buddy. Let's at least get you guys out of the way so you can't go after me. Oh, the twisted camera. It's so... It's a little hard to see where you're going with this. And... Ah! I love it! That is a sanity effect back, you know, then old school TVs used to... used to look like that when you turn the volume down. It literally looked like the TV was muting itself. And a lot of times when those sanity effects kick in, when they suddenly realize it's not real, you get that flash and them screaming something like, "It can't be happening." I love it. We're going to see a lot of sanity effects as the game goes on. I'm not going to purposely... Wait, did I just see something to interact with? Oh, look around. Yeah, you can view from all the sides. It's creepy. I'm not going to deliberately keep my sanity completely empty the whole time, but I'm not going to go out of my way to refill it either. So we've made it through. And... another statue. Actually, you know what? We haven't really taken that much damage. Let's use the strange knuckles just so you can see what it looks like. And it heals us up. It's not a full heal, but it does do a chunk. And remember what I said. Start using it. And if you move, it wastes the charge. So just be careful when you're playing. But if you're smart going through, you shouldn't need it.
Should have run. Instead, you will die. Where is the essence of Mantarok? Where is it? I will not ask again, child. Very well, then. You will succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
That was depressing. She did not meet a happy end, but at least she didn't give the heart to Pious. You can tell he's one of the ones she was tasked with keeping it safe from. But because we've read her story, the candles lit up. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to the etchings on the table and an illustration upon the wall. Some of the candles have been lit. So, you see the illustration on the wall? Much like in her story, let's match it to be sunrise. And we get... what is this? With the correct sequence of candles being lit, a hidden panel opens. There's a message tube inside. Alex has found a message tube. I swear I feel like hearing the Zelda chime anytime we do that. Let's check it. Antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls. It appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Yeah, let's open it. Alex has found a chapter page entitled Suspicions of Conspiracy.
Your presence is welcome, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealings are a pleasure to us both, then.
He lies.
As do we all.
What is this flaw you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Ulyaoth, Chattur'gha. Should they unite with Mantarok, they will doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness abhors light, and light abhors dark, the others will not, cannot join forces.
Mantarok will be bound, and the others will sink into insanity when I return.
As has been foretold.
I was unaware.
There is much you do not know.
And much you never will.
Be certain to retrieve Mantarok's essence. It is necessary to cement our place in your world.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank? What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
With this in place, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
For your own schemes, Pious. Think of your future.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
Make sure he is dead. Or insane.
Or perhaps one, then the other. Just make sure he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
After the chapter page is removed, the message tube is no longer needed. Alex discards it. That was creepy. Xel'lotath and Pious having a conversation, and Xel'lotath seems a bit mad. But I suppose we'll find out more as the game goes on. But that's going to do it for now. We have another chapter page. The Suspicions of Conspiracy, which we will take a look at next time. We managed to find a little bit more about what's going on, got introduced to Mantarok, and got to see a bit of conversation with Xel'lotath. Next time, we're going to jump ahead again and live someone else's life. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.